Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone. Today we will learn about chapter 5, which is on business entity and formation. I hope that you are in a good condition and in a good mood in order to help you to focus throughout this chapter. Okay. So this chapter includes two learning objectives, which is the first one is to identify the form of business entity, and second learning objective is to identify the business formation. So let's move to the first one. Talking about form of business entity, basically there are three types of business entity. The first one is sole proprietorship, second one is partnership, and the third one is private limited company. So these are the acts involved that commonly registered by the business entity. Okay. The first act is Business Registration Act 1956. Second one is Company Act 1965. The third one is Cooperative Act 1948. And the last one is Parliamentary Act or State. So these are the acts available for the business entity to register. So let's move to the first one. Okay, so the first business entity is known as sole proprietorship. Okay, so sole proprietorship is formed under the Business Act 1956. Okay, so this is not registered under Company Act. Okay, this is only registered under Business Act 1956. Solely owned by one person, where management rests on that person whose liability is unlimited. Okay, meaning that hanya seorang owner of the company, okay, of the business, ada seorang sahaja owner, seorang sahaja pemilik, dan juga this one owner dia akan ambil tanggungjawab untuk tanggung segala untung dan rugi bisnes. This is also the simplest business structure compared to private limited company, and another one is partnership. Okay. As for the name of the business, the name of the owner or any other name may be used. Okay. So owner boleh guna nama dia ataupun boleh guna nama lain untuk bisnes yang dia buat. And then require a small amount of capital to start with compared with other form of business entity. Why? Because this type of business usually dia akan involve business yang kecil-kecil. Okay, business kecil-kecilan. Sebab tu capital yang digunakan tak banyak. Okay, the next business entity is known as partnership. Okay, so partnership compared to sole proprietorship. Okay, sole proprietorship tadi ada seorang owner. But untuk partnership, there are two or more partners. Okay, so a person form a partnership with one or more person to carry out a business with a view to making profit. So this partner, two or more partner ni, dia akan berkongsi-kongsi untuk menggalas ataupun bertanggungjawab berkenaan dengan untung dan rugi business tu. Okay, so this is also incorporated under the Business Act 1956. Okay, more than one person but not exceeding 20%. Okay, relating to this one, okay, tadi saya cakap compared to sole proprietorship, partnership boleh ada lebih daripada seorang ahli, seorang owner, tetapi tak boleh lebih daripada 20 orang. Okay, but in certain condition, for example in professional businesses such as legal firm, architect and accounting firm, accounting firms, okay, so they can have up to 50%. So if let's say you are professional businesses, you may have up to 50% and registered under partnership. Okay, partner carry out the business, share the capital, profit and losses. The third business entity is known as private limited company. Okay, so compared to the first two business entity, this business is registered under Company Act. Okay, so this is one of the business entities set up under the Company Act 1965. As a corporate body, it has characteristics that differentiate it from a sole proprietorship and partnership. Kita akan tengok sekejap lagi. Private limited company is a legal entity and it identify is separate from the identity of the company members. So maksudnya company dan juga company members ataupun partner ataupun owner of the company yang register company tu adalah dua entiti yang berbeza, tak sama. Kalau tadi untuk sole proprietorship, kalau someone saman sole proprietorship business tu, maksudnya dia saman owner dia. But untuk syarikat, kalau dia saman syarikat, tak bermaksud dia saman members. Okay, sebab members dan syarikat adalah dua entiti yang berbeza. Okay, so these are the characteristics of private limited company. Okay, they include the first one, right and responsibility. This one sentuh apa yang saya cakap tadi. So a company has a specific right and responsibility in which it can acquire asset under its own name. Okay, so asset company dengan asset member yang member ataupun owner tadi tak sama. Asset company adalah asset company, but asset member adalah asset member. Okay, so if let's say ada liability, ada hutang apa-apa, syarikat ada hutang apa-apa, syarikat tak boleh ambil aset daripada member ni untuk bayar hutang syarikat. Okay, so ingat tadi saya kata company dan members adalah dua entiti yang berbeza. Okay, sama juga macam dalam kes saman. So if let's say someone saman syarikat, okay, itu tak bermaksud syarikat ni someone ni saman member juga, dia hanya saman syarikat. Okay, so a company can also take legal action and face legal action under its own name. Okay, so any legal action terhadap company hanyalah untuk company, tak melibatkan member. Member hanya yang menguruskan company. Okay. Second, lifespan. The lifespan of a company is not dependent upon the death or resignation of its members. A company can be dissolved when its members are no longer interested in continuing the business. Kalau untuk sole proprietorship, kalau owner mati, so maksudnya business sudah dissolve. Business sudah tak ada. Dia akan mati bersama-sama dengan owner. But untuk private limited company, dia tak ditentukan oleh mati ataupun resignation of member. Dia akan exist selagi mana member-member interested untuk teruskan business. Okay. The third characteristic adalah liability, in which the liability of the member in a company are limited to the total share contributed to the company capital. Personal assets are not affected regardless of what happened to the company. Okay, so macam saya cakap tadi, if let's say ada hutang apa-apa, company tak boleh sentuh aset member-member tu tadi. Okay, kalau nak bayar hutang pun, member-member ni hanya bayar hutang based on percentage share yang dia contribute dalam syarikat. Sebab tu kita panggil private limited company. Limited, ada limitation dalam condition tertentu. Okay, and then the characteristic number 4 is known as membership. Okay, so a company must have at least 2 members who are of Malaysian nationality. These 2 members can act as a director and founder of the company. Okay, the member of the company will appoint the board of director who will manage and run the business operations subject to the Company Act 1965. So, dia kena appoint, dia kena ada at least 2 member yang ada yang mana mereka adalah warga negara Malaysia, in which these 2 member can be appointed as director dan founder of the company. Founder tu maksudnya siapa yang jumpa company tu lah. Okay, pemilik company. The member of the company will appoint the board of director who will manage and run the business. Okay. So untuk syarikat ni, board of director tak semestinya member. So siapa yang dilantik tadi, salah seorang daripada 2 orang yang dilantik tadi akan appoint board of director untuk run the business. Okay, ini adalah term and condition of private limited company. Okay, so the first one yang saya cakap tadi, number of member does not exceed 20 and 50 people. It has specific authority to transfer ownership of member shares with the approval of the company board of director. Kalau nak transfer ownership, kena ada approval daripada board of director. A company is not allowed to offer or sell any share or debenture to the general public. Okay, a company is not allowed to offer the general public to deposit money within a stipulated time frame. Tak boleh allow orang untuk deposit duit ke dalam company. And then a company must use the word Sendian Berhad or Sendian Berhad at the end of its names. Perlu ada kataan Sendian Berhad. Contohnya Ali Sendian Berhad untuk represent the private limited company.